I am not supposed to have favorite items, but I'm a shopper just like you are. This is my favorite item to show. And I had a chance to meet the gentleman who created it a while back. And when I did, I made a decision to buy it. And my wife and I have used it almost every single night since. This is called FLIKR. It is a tabletop fireplace. This is all made out of proprietary concrete. It's got a wonderful base on it. The base is felted so it won't scratch anything. Now, you can use this indoors or out. And most fireplaces have to be outdoors. And it uses a rather unique fuel source that I bet you already have at home in your medicine chest. Now, if I want to do a bonfire, that's a 2-hour commitment, at least. And I've got to babysit it, and there's going to be a lot of smoke, and it's not exactly romantic. But when this sits on my little bistro set for two, my wife and myself, on our deck, we can sit, have a great meal, talk, and it is a real fireplace, but it doesn't occupy all the attention. I want to introduce you to the inventor. This is a great American success story. Travis Sierra is in Tennessee. Dude, you've been out in the sun more than I have. How you been?
I'm great, and you actually caught me in a massive thunderstorm. It just unleashed, and I'm hoping everyone can hear me. Dan, it's so good to see you again. Love being in front of you and your people here on QVC too.
This uses rubbing alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol, where, by the way, when gasoline is $5 a gallon and the cost of propane has gone higher than it's ever been before, rubbing alcohol at the local CVS or your favorite pharmacy is still just very inexpensive. And it only takes a little bit in the bottom of this to get that amazing flame that you see on Travis's. I don't have any rubbing alcohol here in the studio, Travis, so mine isn't lit. But look at the flame. That's a real fire. That is so cool.
That's it. And you know, it couldn't be more simple. These are, as you said, these are solid aluminum bases. Got felt on the bottom, powder coated, so they're a beautiful color. Felt won't scratch your surfaces. These little guys are my babies. This was extremely hard to come up with. Took about 8 years of tinkering with it. But this is a proprietary cement. We hand make all of these near me here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Center it on the base. If you do need to put it out, I use a drinks coaster. Obviously, want to make sure it's non-flammable. And then the magic, it's just rubbing alcohol. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the label, but it's just rubbing alcohol. It's so simple. We don't care where you buy it. Doesn't matter. Add a little in there. Grab a long-handled lighter.
Yeah.
And done. Ambience set, even in a storm here on my parents' back deck in Tennessee. Yeah. It's beautiful. Just instantly adds that little bit of ambiance, that little bit of something. And as you said, you know, big fire pits are a big commitment. But with this, it's so accessible, so easy. But then also, you're not going to smell like wood smoke.
Yep.
I love a big bonfire. I really do. Even we've had a lot of people in the RV world get this because they don't smell like wood smoke. They just carry around a little bottle, carry around their FLIKR. We call it the FLIKR personal fireplace because we want you to use it wherever you go. Take it to a friend's house. It's true. I've taken it to the beach before. Set it out if you've got an outdoor dining set. Set several of these down the table as a dining room table centerpiece type idea. It's so simple and it sets the mood so well. In really designing it, I knew it's like, okay, I want something that I can have a fire in. Obviously, that's the goal. But I want something that would be beautiful even while unlit. And it's one of the things we worked really hard on was to come up with the surface, just a beautiful surface to it. And I think cement as well, from kind of my thing is from a cabin to a condo, this is really adaptable, you know, from kind of that all wood setting to a really modern high-rise, you know, glass and steel condo setting. Just really looks beautiful no matter where you put it. And I know it won't get here for Father's Day in a couple days, but I will say my dad is probably going to get one. He has a million of them, but I just keep giving them to him. And yeah, tell that man in your life it's coming. It can be there next week. And I mean, men love fire. It's
without a doubt. Travis, I got to tell you, I thought it was going to be one-sided enjoyment. When I bought mine, I thought I was going to be the only one that was thrilled by the idea of, this fire in the middle of the table. But Kelly has commented on it constantly of how nice it is. And it really becomes this upscale kind of luxury experience. It's the type of thing that you would expect at a very expensive outdoor resort. And yet it's very affordable. Retail value on this is $99. I'm $20 less. And that $20 is going to buy you a lot of rubbing alcohol, believe me. So you're going to enjoy it. I agree with you. As a Father's Day gift, it cannot be beat. And I am thrilled to have it. Now, I don't take mine in. By the way, you can see the storm behind Travis. You had a couple of lightning bolts there where guys in my studio were cringing. You never skipped a beat. Mine sits outside even when we're not using it. So it's been rained on, and it just holds up. It's concrete, and it still looks great. And I'm telling you, Travis, every night that we spend some time out there having dinner, we've got a fire going. It's just part of the ritual now. Really enjoy it. Dan.
And you don't know this. We get to know each other a little better every time I see you. But I am definitely a words of affirmation guy. So I think it's kind of the highlight of my day. My parents here. I'm shooting obviously at the house I actually grew up in, and they're like, "Are you a little nervous?" And I'm like, "Nervous? It's Dan. Like he tells me my product's awesome." I actually lived in Seattle, Washington for about 9 years, even though I grew up here in Tennessee, and it's a little cold and gray. And I needed something on my apartment. I had a small 3rd-story apartment, tiny deck. And I was like, is there any way I can get that little touch of ambiance in a real flame? And 8 years later, here we go.
It's the real deal. And I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it before. It's the perfect size, the perfect scope. You'll be thrilled every single time you use it. Travis, to you, your family, continued success. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do.
Dan, thank you.